No, I feel like it's fucking up the fit. I don't like it right there. I'll just hold it. Hello, good morning. It's a new month. Happy June, everyone. So on this Imani Monday, I have decided to start a new series, and that is my artist check-in series. So basically, the first Monday of every month, I am going to just do a little check-in, tell you what I've been doing in order to further my career, let you know the things that have inspired me and helped add fuel to my fire, and also let you know what I hope to get done by our next check-in. Ultimately, I'm hoping that this series helps hold me accountable because I'll know that I gotta make this video every month, so I better be busting ass. And then on the flip side, I'm hoping that it helps ground me because when I tell you I have intense success dysmorphia, like every other week, I literally wake up and I'm like, wow, I haven't done anything with my life. I don't do anything. All I do is talk. I don't work at all. And that is not true because baby, let me tell you, when I had to put together my list of accomplishments for this month, I was like, oh, you was actually doing some things, wasn't you? So without further ado, let's get into it. So in terms of furthering my acting career, I did a lot of auditions this month. I feel like it was a pretty even split between film and television. And let me tell you, my new agent, I love her. In the Southeast market, it's really common for agencies to just kind of farm you out. They don't care if the role is good for you. They don't care if it's your type. They're just sending you auditions, not being super thoughtful about it because they just want you to book and get them a paycheck. And I felt like about half of my auditions at my old agency were like that. And I feel like with my new agent, it has been completely different. I feel like every role that I go out for are roles that I really should be reading for and that I really stand a chance to get. That's super affirming. So my auditions this month have been great. I'm feeling really good. There's one that I recently had that I want it. I also auditioned for a play. Y'all know I don't be doing theater anymore. Y'all know that. I did that one play last year just to make sure that I still got it. And then I was like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to do that again. But then I was invited to audition for this one play and I really want it, so I did it. I also did a virtual stage reading with the students at USC, the California one, not the Carolina one. And that was really great networking. I'm really glad that I did that. Basically, one of the instructors was on Twitter saying they needed readers for their students. And so I slid in the DMs and was like, I'll do it. And I'm so glad that I did. I got to meet a lot of really cool people during that, other actors and writers. And I even got to meet some of my mutual Twitter followers, which is awesome because I have quite a few screenwriter and acting Twitter friends that I've never spoken to IRL, and so it was cool to be in a Zoom with them. Plus, I got to see what the students are working on, Students are working professionals who just haven't started working yet, So it was cool to rub them elbows. I did a live stage reading with a company in town called Working Title Playwrights. Every other Monday, they do either virtual or live stage readings of works in development by local playwrights here in Atlanta. I've been associated with this organization for a few years now, but I took a step back the past year and a half or so because I was busy and tired. So now that I'm coming out of my little cave, I've been interacting with that org again, and it was really good to be out. It was good to see people. It was good to see people's work. And I even ended up reconnecting with somebody there who I might work with in the future. So isn't it crazy that leaving your house works? That shit's insane, right? I just want to stay in the house. I want to stay here. I want to be here. But you have to leave. You have to leave if you want to achieve. And then the last thing in terms of my acting career is I booked an audiobook. I'm not going to tell you anything about it yet. I want to get some more stuff in place first, but I'm super excited about it. It is a new adult sci-fi dystopian fiction. The author is a woman of color and also someone very near and dear to me, and I'm super excited to start working on it. Moving on, let's talk about strides in my writing and filmmaking career. Now, I've lumped writing and filmmaking together because I feel like a lot of the steps I make in one direction help me in the other one. So I started the month of May by writing a spec script for Abbott Elementary. It needs work, okay? It's not good. It is not good. It definitely needs constructive criticism and 2 or 3 revisions. That said, it was so good to flex that muscle, to practice writing in somebody else's voice. Obviously, most of the stuff that I want to make, I want to be my own writing, but I will not turn down a position in a writer's room. Please be very serious. So obviously I need to be able to emulate other people's voice, follow a set structure. And I feel like I really practiced that working on this. And I'm super excited to polish it up and honestly start sending it to people. I will tell you though, working on that really taught me the merits of a writer's room because I reached so many roadblocks where I was like, I just need another brain. Like, I just need someone else to suggest something right now because my brain alone, it can't do it. It can't do it. Pay writers what they're worth. I also did a lot of outlining. I outlined so much stuff in May. So I started outlining 2 short form series that I'd like to produce for social. One is a murder mystery and one is a creepypasta-esque, spooky, scary, blah, blah, blah. I'm super excited about both of them, but they're also both gonna take so much work. Like, so much. I'm like, girl, why do you do this? Why can't you just be simple? I just have to make it hard for myself, I just think it's like a sexy type of torture. I also outlined an episode for a web series that my friends are creating. It is so funny and fun and creative, and I cannot wait for y'all to see it. This is more filmmaking than writing. I went to the Atlanta Film Festival. I saw a few different things there, including the Georgia Grown block, which is nothing but shorts made by Georgian filmmakers. So I watched all those films, and then the ones that really spoke to me, I reached out to those filmmakers just to let them know that I really appreciated their work, and also so that we could remain on each other's radar. Like I was saying earlier, you gotta rub them elbows. You gotta socialize. I feel like if there's anything I've learned over like the past year and a half of my career, it's that friendships are what gets your work made. You can call it networking if you want, but like, I call it making friends. Befriending other artists is how you get your stuff made. And you can see it all throughout the industry. I mean, Issa Rae just keeps hiring her friends. In the beginning, Tyler Perry was just hiring his friends. Half the writer's room of Abbott Elementary is just Quinta Brunson's friends. And speaking of friends, I started pre-production on one of my scripts. Yes, baby, we are producing again. We are producing. We have started pre-production on The Delivery Guy, a short comedy about 2 sisters throwing a baby shower that takes a hilarious turn for the worst when the man delivering their food is their long-lost deadbeat dad. I'm so excited about it. We have had 4 production meetings already. I have done 2 rewrites, and we have secured a location. Things are happening, y'all. If you want to give me some money, there will be a link in the description box. You can just drop me a few dollars to help make this movie come to life. I mean, I think it would be really hot if you gave me some money for my film, but whatever you want to do. All right, so the final part of our retrospective, what fulfilled me as an artist? There are a few things that really inspired me as an artist last month. One was seeing my friend Jenna Cannell's film Faceless After Dark at the Atlanta Film Festival. Jenna is a new friend to me. I just met her in February when I was working on my film Secret Life of a Dominatrix, but she is such a badass. She's also a superstar. You might know her from Terrifier, Renfield, or most recently, the new Bad Boys movie. Anyway, she is so inspiring to me, and I went to go see her feature film, which she wrote, starred in, and produced, and it blew my mind. It was so good. The production elements were incredible. The storytelling was incredible. There were so many artistic narrative choices that I really, really appreciated. It was inspiring work. I watched it and I was like, damn, that's the shit I want to be doing. If you want to watch it, it is available for streaming right now on Prime Video, Apple TV+, YouTube. Check it out. Another thing that really inspired me is I got to see Jacob Collier and Kimbra perform live on his Jessie 4 tour. They are both such artists and risk takers and fucking weird. They're weird people. They are weird people, and I love it because I'm a weird people too. Their stage presence, their performance, their experimentation on stage is incredible to witness. And before the concert, I actually got to be a part of a meet and greet with Jacob, and he is so fascinating to me as a person. He dropped so many different gems, but the one that really stuck with me is he just talked about how he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He doesn't know. And that it's funny because sometimes he'll get in the studio with other artists and they will be a little intimidated to work with him, which is crazy because if you look at the features that he's had, right? He's had these chart-topping, #1, Grammy award-winning artists, and they're nervous to work with him. And he's sitting here like, hey man, I don't know what I'm doing. So it was very affirming to hear that, first of all, this feeling I have right now of I don't know what I'm doing, it's never going to go away. And it's not a character flaw of mine. It's just called being alive. And second of all, it was helpful to hear that people still get nervous no matter how big of a star they are. Being nervous is also natural and not a character flaw. None of us know what we're doing. None of us know how things are going to turn out, but the people who are successful are the people who press forward anyway. I actually came across a quote lately that really spoke to me by E.L. Doctorow. He was talking about writing, but I feel like it applies to all artistic professions and maybe even just life itself, which is, writing a novel is like driving a car at night. You can only see as far as your headlights, but you can make the whole trip that way. And I think that really accurately describes how I'm feeling right now in life. And after meeting Jacob Collier, it sounds like that's just how you always feel no matter how successful you get. Much like making a trip at night, you know where your destination is. I know where I would like to be. And I somewhat more or less maybe know how to get there. But at the end of the day, I can really only see as far as my headlights. There's a lot that I can't see. There's a lot that I don't know. And that's okay. That's not a character flaw. That's just life. All right, so here are my goals for the next check-in. I would like to make serious progress on one of my writing pieces. My struggle is too much inspiration. I have so many ideas, and then I just want to work on the new ideas instead of finishing out the old ideas, which is why I outlined 2 series. Like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I will say, though, like, when inspiration hits, what are you supposed to do? Run away from it? Like, that said, we gotta finish some things because outlines cannot be presented. Outlines cannot be showcased. You can't make money off outlines. So my goal for next check-in is to have a few drafts. I would also like to finish renovating my audiobook setup, and I would like us to be at least half crewed up for the film and maybe even secured some funding. Yep, I said it. I want us to have found some money somehow by next check-in. You gotta set big goals. Gotta set big goals. If you set small goals, you're not gonna go anywhere. Shoot for the stars, bitch. And that is it for my May artist check-in. Keep me honest, y'all. Don't let me show up next month being like, I didn't do shit. Also, if you hear anything in this video that you're like, I feel like I could help you with that. I have a connection. I have money. Let me know, you know? Because like I said, the only way we get stuff done is working together. All right, that's it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed our time together, please go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, share it with your little artist friends if you really want to. And if you hated this video, that's okay. Kind of weird that you made it to the end, but that's fine. And I will see you next Monday. Bye.